Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about a decision that happens deep in your tech stack but has a massive impact on your company's futures. The choice of your database, or as we call it as men, wife. Now, if you think about it, this analogy has a certain level of truth inside there. If you do not think about the database, the choice of the database, then you're gonna be regretting it later on. Alright, so the where it's coming from, the ecosystem that's part of, how fast you can get stuff from it, and all those good uh, things about it. So then, in this situation, we're talking about Postgres SQL, and me personally, for example, I'm using Firebase because it's just cheap and whatever I'm trying to build right now as part of the learning process is just perfect because you don't need more than that. But obviously, when things are serious, it's like you getting married, you know what I mean? Then you definitely want to consider something more serious and business wise and orientated. And yeah, so with we're going, Postgres is more than just a database. It's a strategic decision that provides a bulletproof foundation for your startup to grow on. So, what is Postgres SQL then? So, what exactly is it? Well, or Postgres, better known. It's an open source relational database. The best way to think about it is as a highly intelligent and extremely strict librarian of your data. While some databases are like a messy desk where you can just throw things, Postgres demands that everything is categorized and stored correctly. It's famous for being incredible, reliable, and for strictly enforcing data rules. This makes it the go-to choice for applications where data accuracy is non-negotiable. So it's pretty much like a woman that keeps the house very clean and tidy and can raise babies healthy. Okay, if you don't have that, obviously you're gonna have problems. So when you need something from, even if it's loud and noisy and shouts you and screams, you know that your babies will be raised healthy because she's taking care of all of it. So it's not, yeah, pretty much. Not the best example, but just the best I could come up with. Uh, right, so the the founder advantage, you will say, as a founder, choosing your tech isn't just about what's cool, it's about what gives you a competitive edge, and Postgres provides a huge one. So first, it scales with you. So it builds it's built to handle complex operation and grow to a massive size. This means you won't be forced into a costly and painful database migration 2 years down the line when your simple database can't keep up. So you know what I mean? I don't think you don't understand. Second, it protects your data. It's focused on integrity. Means the fact that it focuses on integrity means you can trust the information about your users, your transactions, and your business logic. Third, it's flexible. It has amazing support for modern data types like JSON, so you can get the best of both worlds, the structure of a traditional database and the flexibility of a more modern one. It's like the type of woman you want to marry, okay? It's amazing. So, and finally, it's free, which is amazing because it's free. When you hear free, you have all of that and it's free. It's like a dream. It's like you're gonna wake up now in a minute. There are no expensive licensing fee. So, expensive licensing fees, which is a massive advantage when every dollar counts. So, what is a licensing fees? Well, in order to do something with the data inside, you need a license, right? To say that, oh, this is from me, coming from me. So there is no fees for that. But because you see, that's pretty much the problem in this fucking world. You with most of people, they will give you this a bait, right? They will bait you, they will trap you into something, and then you will find hidden costs. You know, £10 here, £20 there, £20 there. At the end of the day, you spend 100 and you made none. So you have to keep in mind all these costs, don't you? That's why it makes sense for you to look for products that are offering you good services and they don't have hidden costs like this. So this is why this is just amazing. And the core concepts for founders. You don't need to know how to write complex SQL queries, but you should understand the principles that makes Postgres so effective. Okay, and first, it organizes data in a structured way in tables made of rows and columns. This is predictable and powerful. Second, it builds on the idea. Am I in the right relationships? Well, builds on the idea of relationship. You can define logical links between your data. For example, ensuring that every order in your database is linked to a valid user. Very important. And finally, and most importantly, is that data integrity. Postgres acts as a guard for your data. If you tell it that a user email must be unique, it will reject any attempt to create a duplicate. This uh, prevents countless bugs and protects the quality of your most valuable assets, your data. Again, you guys don't understand. You clearly don't understand. I'm telling you, you do not understand what the power of data is nowadays. You have no idea, man. You think you know, but you don't know. So build on a solid foundation. So to wrap up your database, so if, as I said, data is gold, we consider it the new gold, then it's like the database is like a safe. Okay, so it's like where you gonna put this safe? You're not gonna this gold. Sorry, what kind of safe you're gonna use? And this is you take it to the bank, right? You say, I'm taking it to the bank. Okay, but once you take it to the bank, are they gonna give it back to you when you need it? Like how is gonna be the transaction between you and them? Maybe you want to send some of this gold to somebody else or stuff like that. So you understand? This is some sort of analogy, or yeah, an example outside of the box. So basically, to wrap it up, your database is the foundation of your entire application. You can choose a simple foundation that's fast to set up but will crumble under pressure, or you can choose to build on a rock, like the rock that Jesus built his church, right? Which was Peter, Simon. Postgres SQL is that rock. You can call him Peter, okay? Call him Peter is going to be easier for you. So remember, it's a statement that you are building a serious long-term business. It gives you the reliability to protect your data, the scalability to grow without limits, and the flexibility to adapt to future challenges. If this is not a dream come true and God's work here, I don't know what it is, bro. Just by hearing this, listen how beautiful it sounds. Gives you the reliability to protect your data, the scalability to grow without limits, and flexibility to adapt to future challenges. This is too much. Like this is like a poem, bro. It's like it sounds too beautiful to be true. It's almost like the AI hallucinated on this, you know, and it's not true. So therefore, go ahead and research it. Make sure it's actually what you need, and this is not just bullshit. And yeah, if you find it like what you actually need and want, go ahead by all means. Try it yourself. Alright? Hopefully this was helpful. But to wrap it up, I'll say it's very important to choose the database because that's where your login system is and all your users going to access it straight away from that. And if you add any subscription or anything on it, it's going to be based on whatever the status of the user is. So that goes again to that database, and any function or any API keys or anything like that, you have to save it in the database for safe, to be safe, and that other users don't break into it. So it's very important for this to be this choice to be made wisely. So go ahead, do yours.